Good morning, everyone. My name is AssemblymemberBichotte. I represent the 42nd Assembly District. I am also the chair of the Minority Women Business Enterprise Subcommittee for the New York State Assembly. Today we are gathered here as a group of legislators, advocates, activists, as well as members of the Minority and Women Business Enterprise community to talk about what we want from the state as we move forward on the revised Article 15A. But before I continue, I would first like to recognize some people here who will be speaking. To my left, we have Senator Sanders, Senator James Sanders Jr., who is the father of MWBE, and he is the chair of the MWBE task force on the Senate side. We also have Assemblywoman Michelle Titus, who's the chair of Labor, who will be joining us later. We have Assemblywoman Crystal Peoples-Stokes, who's the chair of Government Operations, who would be joining us later, as well as Assemblymember Fred Teal from Small Businesses. We have Seth Bryant, who will be joining us later. We have with us Deborah Bradley from Bradley Constructions, who's the president of the Women's Builders Council. We also have Renee Sachs, who's the executive director of Women's Builders Council, who will be saying a few words. We have Mahendra Patel from MP Engineers, as well as Sanjay Nayak from Nayak Consultant, who will be speaking on behalf of the Airlines New York Asian Architects of Engineers. We also have Frank Garcia, who is the president and will soon be the international president of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. We also have Sandra Wilkins from Bradford Constructions, who is also sits on the New York State MWBE task force under Governor Cuomo. And we have a number of MWBEs here. So in 1988, Governor Cuomo signed the Article 15A, which increased the participation of MWBEs, Minority and Women Business-Owned Enterprise, to participate in government contracts. Since then, Article 15A has evolved, where Governor Patterson implemented a number of things that made the program a little bit more robust. He implemented a chief diversity officer and overseer, added inspirational goals, he recommissioned the disparity study, made sure that agencies were accountable in terms of meeting those goals, increased penalties for any fraudulent work, providing waivers for those who could not meet the goals, expanded the definition of minority and women business enterprise in terms of small business size, as well as adding a personal net worth of $3.5 million cap. Additionally, the public authority law was changed, along with the finance state law, to provide discretionary procurement practices, as well as putting in place a mentor capacity program. Although these things have been implemented, we are still facing challenges and changes. We are here today because minorities and women are still not getting contracts. There are issues around access to capital. There are issues around building capacity for minority and women business enterprise, which are also issues for the prime contractors in finding those minority and women business enterprise. I am holding a bill, which is Assembly Bill 2819, which eliminates the personal net worth of $3.5 million cap. This bill has been supported by everyone. It has been supported unanimously on the Senate side, who Senator Patty Ritchie is carrying the bill unanimously, and has been supported on the Assembly side. And this bill is crucial because, again, we have a personal net worth of $3.5 million that's been hindering minority and women business enterprises from growing, from building capacity. What does a $3.5 million personal net worth does? What does it have anything to do with these businesses who's been fighting for years, who's been excluded from government contracts? New York City has a similar program and does not have a personal net worth. It works. It works. What the lift or the elimination of the personal net worth will do, it will allow many of these businesses here to get capital access. It will allow many of these businesses here to grow, because the whole point of this program is to grow, is to increase participation. We should not be siloed in a box. We should not be limited and restricted. That is not the point of the program. So when we're talking to our communities, we're asking everyone to talk to Governor Cuomo and to sign the bill. Sign the bill. We are looking to sign many other bills that's going to help the MWBE participation. We want to thank everyone for coming here. And at this point, I would like to give the floor over to Senator Sanders, who's been instrumental in creating local law around MWBE in New York City, and has been instrumental and a good partner, a great partner on the state level in pushing legislation to enhance the effectiveness of the Article 15A.